Today we would like to share with you a traditional method and modern method of making a 9-patch quilt block like the one you see here. Using the traditional method, you would cut each individual block out. So here we have 5 red blocks cut and 4 black blocks cut, and then you would need to sew your blocks together. So you would take the right side of your red block and the right side of your black block, and you would put them together, and then you would sew them. We use black thread so that you could see that, and you would then open them so you have the right side of your fabric there, and then you would take another red block to make your first row, and you would lay the right side on top of the black block and then sew there, and then you would open it up and you would have your another row. To do the second row, this time you need 2 black blocks and 1 red block, and again you put the right sides together, repeat the process, sew it, and then you would add your put it here. Then you would sew them together so that your second row looks like this. And for the last row, you basically just repeat the pattern for the top row and sew it together. And while this doesn't look uniform, once you get it all sewn together, it would look like this one that you saw at the beginning of the video. A modern way to make the 9-patch block that we are making today is by using strip piecing. And in strip piecing, you would cut strips of the fabric you're using to make the top and bottom rows of the 9-patch block. You would cut 2 strips of red, 2 strips of red there. And you would cut 1 strip of black. And just like in doing the traditional method, we're going to put right sides together, and then you would sew along the edge and open it up, and you would have these 2, and then you would take this red and put it right side together with the black, sew along that edge, and then open it up, and that is your first strip set you would need. The second strip set that you would need to make this is you would actually need 2 black strips and 1 red strip, and you would just repeat the process we did with the first strip set. You would put them faces together and sew along this edge and open it up, and you would have these 2 sewn together, and then you would take this and put it face to face with the red strip, sew along there and open it up like that. And I have a couple of pre-made strip sets that I can show you, so I'm going to slide these out of the way. Okay, this is the pre-made strip set for the first row here. And this is the second pre-made strip set. And what you do next is you take a rotary cutter, and we will cut them this way into segments, and do the same for this strip set, so that what you have after you cut them in the segments, you have your top row, and then you have your middle row, and you have your bottom row. And again, to make this into the block, you would just put right sides together, and you would sew along here and then open it up, and then you would take this and put right sides together, sew along there and open it up, and when you are done, your 9-patch block will look like this. And that is the difference between the traditional method and the modern method of quilting.